Call to order the City Council meeting for City of East Grand Forks for Tuesday, May 5th, 2020. Would City Clerk please call roll?
Mayor Steve Gander.
Here.
Council President Mark Holstead.
Here.
Council Vice President Chad Grassel.
Here.
Council Members Clarence Vetter.
Here.
Dale Helms.
Here.
Tim Riepel.
Here.
Tim Johnson.
Here.
Mark Demers.
Present.
Does Term Quorum please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands.
United States of America, and the republic which stands one
I have an approval from minutes for the April 14th work session, April 21st regular meeting, and April 28th work session. Is there a motion?
Move.
Moved by Grassel,
Second by Demers.
second by Demers. Any questions or discussion? See none, roll call, please.
Riepel. Did you say yes?
Looks like he's frozen.
Yeah, let's come back to him.
Johnson.
Yes.
Holstead.
Yes.
Grassel.
Yes.
Demers.
Yes.
Vetter.
Yes.
Helms.
Yes.
Riepel. Doesn't look like it's moved.
Okay, motion is carried. Move on to scheduled bid lettings. There's none. Scheduled public hearings. There is none. Consent agenda. Items under the consent agenda will be adopted with one motion. However, council members may request individual items be pulled from the consent agenda for discussion and action if they choose. May members like 4 through 8 pulled at all?
Mr. President, I'd like to pull 5 and 7, please.
5 and 7. Okay. Have a motion on 4, 6, and 8 then, please.
Move.
Moved by Grassel,
Second Demers.
second by Demers. Any questions or discussion? See none, roll call, please.
Riepel.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Holstead.
Yes.
Grassel.
Yes.
Demers.
Yes.
Vetter.
Yes.
Helms.
Yes.
Motion is carried. Number 5, consider declaring Unit 12 129 644J John Deere loader and the used 14 push plow as surplus and trade them in for $54,500 to be used for the purchase of a new 64L John Deere loader with plow and wing for a total of $297,813 from RDO Equipment. Is there a motion?
Move.
Moved by Grassel,
Second.
second by Johnson. Questions or discussion, Mr. Helms?
Yes. I got a phone call today. I think Mr. Murphy got the same one from a gentleman in my ward is concerned about spending this money when the governor come out and announced a $2.4 billion deficit. So my question is, I just want to make sure that spending this money on this right now, is that going to affect when this deficit hits, or that's my only question on it. Is it going to affect how much money we'll get, or how much money we'll be getting next year?
If Mr. President, if you like, I could address that a little bit. I did get a phone call today, and I had a pretty good conversation with that resident. I think he seemed satisfied with my answer. The question, as far as what it will affect, what we get, is whether we spend this or not won't have any effect on what's going to happen with LGA. That's going to come from the state. I guess the only thing that as far as if we didn't fund this, I mean, it's money that we do to have set away in our capital improvement plan. So if we didn't spend that, it would be money that would be available for a future purchase or something. I mean, I guess if you're asking if it could be used to cover general fund, yeah, I guess anything like that could be, if we do get a reduction next year, and we would have to make up on it. However, it'd be something that we don't normally do, or we haven't done. Normally, we put these away for the capital purchases. And I don't know if Carla's available, if she wants to add to that as far as my answer. No, I don't hear her responding. She might not be on. So did that kind of answer your question, or where you're going with that, or what we?
Yeah. I was just curious if it was going to affect anything down the road if we spent this money now, or I mean, if we have it in the budget, it's for capital improvements. Like you say, that money would stay there for other capital improvements or whatever anyway. Correctly?
Correct.
Is what you're telling me?
Yep.
Okay.
Anybody else have any questions or discussion? See none, roll call, please.
Riepel,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Olsted,
Yes.
Brassel,
Yes.
Demers,
Yes.
Vetter,
Yes.
Helms.
Yes.
Motion is carried. Number 7, consider approving the purchase of 2 Chevy Silverados 3500 pickups from Carl Chevrolet for a total amount of $64,717.48.
Move.
Second.
Who did, was that Riepel made motion?
Yes.
And Mark Demers second. Any questions or discussion? Mr. Helms, I'm assuming the same question, isn't it?
Yeah, and it was the same for the same reason, and I think it probably all got answered. I'm sure it's got the same scenario as the loader, so I'm good.
Yep, that's correct.
Anybody else have anything? Roll call, please.
Riepel,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Olsted,
Yes.
Brassel,
Yes.
Demers,
Yes.
Vetter,
Yes.
Helms.
Yes.
Motion is carried. Acknowledge a receipt of reports, officer, boards, and commission. There is none. Communication, there is none. Old business, there is none. New business, number 9, consider adopting resolution number 20-05-29, approving the change of location of Ward 5 polling location from Good Samaritan Heritage Grove to Nash Park Warming House located at 915 22nd Street Northwest.
Move.
Moved by Grassel.
Second. Helms.
Second by Helms. Any questions or discussion? Roll call, please.
Riepel,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Olsted,
Yes.
Brassel,
Yes.
Demers,
Yes.
Vetter,
Yes.
Helms.
Yes.
Motion is carried. Consider adopting resolution number 20-05-30, authorizing a 25% reduction in city licensings for the specified license of dance, massage, on-sale liquor, secondhand dealer and show, and the fee will be reduced when the next license is issued. Is there a motion?
I'll move.
Moved by Riepel.
Move.
Second by Demers.
Demers.
Any questions or discussion? Roll call, please.
Riepel,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Olsted,
Yes.
Brassel,
Yes.
Demers,
Yes.
Vetter,
Yes.
Yes.
Helms.
Yes.
Motion is carried. Claims, consider authorizing the city administrator clerk treasurer to issue payment of recommended bills and payroll.
Move.
Moved by Johnson,
Second. Helms.
second by Helms. Questions or discussion? See none, roll call, please.
Riepel,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Olsted,
Yes.
Brassel,
Yes.
Demers,
Yes.
Vetter,
Yes.
Helms.
Yes.
Motion is carried. Mayor Gander.
Just a few things. First of all, of course, we all know that the stay-at-home order got extended to the 18th of May, and that covers a lot of different activities that would fall in that window of time. And yet, even in spite of that, the governor is starting to relax some of the restrictions on various activities that we can do. and monitoring very closely the effect of what those relaxations is having on the number of new cases, number of hospitalizations, ICU, ventilators, and all of that. And so it's up to each one of us as we get our freedoms back, as we get our normal lives back, to do that responsibly. All the things we're hearing from CDC about hand washing, social distancing, all the different things that we can do, let's really keep that up as we get back into normal life. And if we don't start to see another bump in cases and all these other indicators, we'll just keep getting back more and more of our freedom as we go. Been spending a lot of time on the trails lately, the whole city, north end to south end. Trails are in excellent shape. Everybody should get out and enjoy them. I think I'm seeing more people on the trails right now than I've ever seen. And it's really good. I think we're all just ready to get out and enjoy the good weather as it's coming. And I keep forgetting to mention, and it might be for you, Reed, and for you, Jason, you probably have a plan for that bank slippage that's taking place along the trail, let's say between Sorley and the campground. We got a little bit of a slippage to the bank that's created quite a contour in the trail, and I'm sure you all have a plan for getting that corrected and smoothing out the trail through there. So I just thought I'd mention it because I keep forgetting to mention it to you guys at other times. So again, it looks like on Monday I get to get back to work maybe half of the time. Well, I'll be there full time, but we'll be seeing half as many patients. I'll probably have to shave, and that'll be a different feeling again, to have to act all responsibly. But it's just another indicator that it's coming back, and I'm sure one by one each sector will return. Pretty soon we can go in and get a haircut, and pretty soon we can go in and actually sit down in a restaurant and eat a pizza or eat a burger or whatever we might want to do, and visit with friends. So once again, as these things happen, and they are happening even now, so with a week left in the stay-at-home order, it looks like, according to today's press conference from Governor Walz, some of the routine medical things will be returning. So visits to your family doc, visits to your dentist, some elective surgical procedures same day. It appears that those will start to come back as soon as this Monday, 1 week before the regular stay-at-home order ends. And it wouldn't surprise me if we just see that happening one by one, each sector returning, and again, monitoring the effects of that. So let's all use those freedoms responsibly and keep each other safe. And hopefully we just keep getting back to normal step by step. Thanks.
Mr. Vetter.
I don't have anything this week, thank you.
Mr. Helms.
I have nothing, thank you.
Mr. Riopel.
Just something short. I think we have to, I think Mr. Murphy and our department heads have probably already been meeting on our 2021 budget. I think we're going to have to see pretty deep cut, 10 to 15% possibly, from what I'm seeing from all the state information. So I want them to start preparing for that, because it's going to be a little deeper than we've cut before. The other thing is some good news. My business will be moving over to East Grand Forks here probably after June 1st, and I'll get with Mr. Gordy to get those details all hashed out. That's it.
Mr. Johnson.
Nothing for me. Thank you.
Mr. Demers.
Nothing tonight, thank you.
Mr. Grassel.
No, nothing tonight.
Mr. Murphy.
I just wanted to address what the mayor had said about the trails. Yesterday or last night, my wife and I went out for a run on the trails in the rain. Normally when we do that, we get the trail to ourselves, but even though it was raining, we still ran into quite a few people that were out there. I think, yeah, they're itching to get outside. But as far as the budget aspect, as far as Mr. Riopel and that with the governor's recent announcement today about the potential deficit, typically it is in May when we start looking at the upcoming year's budget. However, this year with all the stay at home and all that, the auditing is a little bit behind schedule and a little bit more up in the air. They are coming, I believe, either late this week or early next week to get the process. So typically when we have the audit, we really start the budget in earnest. And we will have to take into account what the potential is for. It'd be mostly the LGA cuts, potential LGA cuts. We have experienced those in the past and have had to deal with them, so it's not something that's unprecedented. But yes, we will have to come up with some contingency plans, I guess. That's all I have.
Anything from the department heads? Mr. Gallstead, sorry, missed you. You're on mute anyway. Mr. Emery?
Yeah, just an update for the council. Based on our discussions last week, last week at the work session on those state aid revisions, I did confirm with MnDOT, and we will need to have any revisions that we need to do into the state by August 1st. So that's something we'll just have to keep working on in the next month or two here. And then, not to speak for Jason, but kind of in regards to the mayor's concern about that bike path between the Sorley Bridge and the campground, Jason Stordal has met with the contractor, has got pricing on that, so Jason is taking care of that.
Great, thank you.
Yep, that's all I have.
Anything from the department heads tonight? I hear none. Entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move.
By Johnson,
Second, Helms.
second by Helms. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion is carried. Meeting is adjourned.